so we're going into the dark room. First of all, we need to click and turn on the white light. Okay, and then we come into the main dark room and we need to turn on another switch to turn on another light. Over here we've got the wet bench, and over here we've got the dry bench. The dry bench has got the enlargers, which are electric, and the wet bench will be full of water. And water and electricity do not mix, as you remember from your science. So once you've been to the wet bench, you don't take anything back to the dry bench. It stays here or it goes out the door. And if you're moving, you have to dry your hands. There are paper towels on the wall, and you have to dry your hands before you come back over to the dry bench. Setting up the wet bench, you need 3 sets of trays. The first tray is for developer, and it says dev on the wall. The second tray is for stop, it says stop on the wall. And the third tray is for fix, and it says fix on the wall. And they are always red, and then white, and then grey, or in some dark rooms, red, and then white, and then green. Always the same colours. So, in the first tray, you want developer, and I'm hoping we've got some developer. That's fixer, film and paper developer, and you're going to mix it up according to either the instructions on the bottle or the instructions on there. And that tells me I want 100 millilitres of developer and 900 millilitres of H2O, which, if you remember from your science, is water. So 100 is there. So we mix up 100. And then we use cold water and we make it up to 1,000, which is 100 plus 900. And pour that into the inner tray. Your second one is stop, and as far as we're concerned, we're just going to use water for stop. Now this cylinder has had developer in, so it needs cleaning out before you use it for anything else, or use a completely separate cylinder. And that also goes into the inner tray. And it's just water. The third tray is fix, and we're mixing up according to the instructions on the wall, which tell us we're using 200 millilitres of fix, and we're making it up to 1,000 because we're adding 800 to it. So we'll put 200 millilitres of fix in here. Cold water again to make it up to 1,000. And we'll pour that into the grey tray. And then just clean out that cylinder as well. You've got your developer, you've got your stop, you've got your fix, and the last thing you need is water in the sink that is running constantly. So you put the plug in and you turn the cold tap on, and initially you'll need to have the tap on quite fast to fill the sink up, and then when it gets really full, there is an outlet pipe here. And once it's up level with the outlet pipe, you can turn it down till it's pretty much a trickle. So I'll just turn it up now and let it fill up. Oops, or turn it down. Right, and that's everything set up and ready to use. So the next thing you need to do is to use an enlarger.